What's up? What's happening? What's going on? Ooh, my thing is not very straight here, is it? Let's see if we can straighten that out a bit. It's too much. Too much. So too far over. How are you? Oh, man. I don't feel like doing anything. I really want to, but I don't. I got too much stuff to do around the house here. Too much stuff to do around the house here. What's up? People are probably still at work right now, but I figured I'd do this live stream anyways, and hopefully Rich T gets on here pretty soon. Because he's the one that sent me this thing. Andrew, what's up? See what I got? Little 65 millimeter. This is the King Kong 65 millimeter. You have the 90, the King Kong Smart 100. This is the little version, but it does have acro. Probably has, I would assume, almost the same flight board that's in yours. But unfortunately, this one came without the RX, so we're going to have to order that. And, buddy, you got the same transmitter as you now, my friend. So, John. Yeah, man. We got to get the RX for it, though. I'm actually going to go ahead and open this real quick. See what it's like. I can get in here. I don't want to break it. Okay, no breaking. Good. Good. Oh, that's a cute little charger. Wow, it takes two different charge parts. That's unique. Looks like it can take two different types of batteries. Let's see if we can open this up. It's a super tiny RX. I know, actually, Andrew, I was hoping maybe if we get it, depending on what I need to do. I don't actually know if it needs to be soldered or just plugged in. It looks like it might just plug in. And then you just got to mount it on the board because I don't see any solder points. So I'm guessing this is the RX plug-in port here. So if it's that simple, then we don't have anything to worry about. We'll just order the FlySky and go for it. Battery's already attached on the bottom there. Let's see. 30 through 60 C, 3.7 volts. Huh. And, this board's a little different, but there's the plug-in so you can install your Beta or Clean Flight on the bottom there, so weird. That RX isn't just part of the board. No, well, you can, John, you can order it as just part of the board. They give you a choice between FlySky, Turnigy, and then no RX. When he ordered this, he didn't realize there were options, so he went ahead and just sent me the version without an RX. So, like an F3 Evo board. Yeah, pretty much. This is a little different than Brian's. Brian's port was on the side. So maybe I have an upgraded model than Brian got. I don't know. But I do see the plug-in for it, so we have the ability to update the acro and stuff. So maybe this will even function a little different than his does. It's got tri-props. Not a big fan. Tri-props. I don't know. We'll see. Oh, it's cute. It's definitely cute. This will be fun to fly in acro. This will be a great learning curve. And I know that the cameras on these are fan-freaking-tastic. So this has an exceptional camera on it. Let's see if I can get that in without breaking things. Okay, we're good. Who makes it? I'm trying to see who makes the battery here. This is Gaoneg battery. I can't even pronounce that. Gaoneg battery. Gaoneg battery. That is like legitimately what it says. Gaoneg battery. That's that's very interesting. So yeah, fun. All right, well, this is pretty cool, man. I'm actually excited to get this thing up and working. And I don't think his came with the two different charge ports for the USB, so gotta run. Andrew, yeah, man, sounds good. Hey, my batteries just arrived at my door. Nice, Tim. Oh, I've only got one viewer, huh? 5 likes and 1 viewer. I guess everybody went back to lunch. Cool. Who's still in the room? Who's the one viewer? Who's still here? Ah, nice little bird. Clint, you're the only one in the room now. Oh, and Tim TV. Why does it say I only have 1 viewer when I have 2 people? Interesting. Something's going on there. All right, well, this will be fun to install all this. This is my, actually, this is probably my 3rd hobby grade transmitter, but you guys know anything about these Fly Skies, man, they are super popular, and there's so many knockoffs. Like this one is even a knockoff of the original i6. This is done by Cool RC, and everybody has one of these because they have bind and fly procedures for anything that you order with a basically a Fly Sky receiver in it. This will work immediately, bind and fly, just by programming it. Then you have to set up all your channels for what you want them to do. But this should be kind of fun, man. I'm looking forward to this. This is going to get beat up very badly because I can tell you right now, I am not good with acro. We have tried and tried, and I have tried and tried and tried and tried, and I'm just not good with acro. So I think we're going to go ahead and buy the little trainer cord for this to plug into my PC so I can actually use a real transmitter to learn. And we're going to have to get probably, what did I have? I had, forget what it's called. There was a racing simulator that I kept using. I'll have to think of the name of it, but yeah, dude, use a sim. Yeah, no, I'm definitely going to. That is going to happen. So I got to give a shout out to Rich T Drones, man. Rich is the one that made this happen. He wanted to see me get into acro flying so bad that he bought me the transmitter and he bought me my first acro bird. So big shout outs to Rich T Drones, man. You didn't have to do that. That was very nice of you. Thank you. So if you watch this later, brother, I have it. We're going to figure out how to get all this set up and installed. It may be a little while because I got to order the RX now and wait for that to come in and then program the transmitter for it. But should be fun. Should be a good time. You're going to love the Whoop. Yeah, I had the eSheen 010, and that was a lot of fun to fly. So this should be entertaining, I would think, especially because it does have, I don't know if it runs on beta or clean flight. I'll have to check that out. I would assume this is probably beta flight. Could be wrong, though. John, you would probably know more about that than I would. I'm getting into a whole zone that I just don't understand right now, so my learning curve is about to kick in tenfold. Fairly shortly here. Trying to see if you can upgrade the battery port on this or not. Yeah, maybe. I like that the motors just unplug and plug in. That's cool, man. That makes for very simple installation and teardown. This thing was designed to just come apart real fast and go right back together with a quick fix, so that's pretty neat. Now, John, do you know what run time I should be expecting on something like this? 4 minutes, maybe? 4.5 minutes? What do you think? Think you can get 4 minutes out of these? On a crappy battery, I would think probably 2 minutes, 2 minutes 30 seconds. Something like that. Quick buzz around a field and then come back and then you're out of battery power. Never know. Most manufacturers are smart, use Betaflight these days, but GearBest sent me a quad called the P1, Clean Flight 115. Huh. 4 minutes, huh? Yeah, 3 or 4 minutes, that's what I thought. So I'll have to get a whole pack of batteries for this thing then, I guess. So, should be fun. I can't wait to get it up in the air. Maybe after my vacation, which we're going to the Smoky Mountains on 27th through the 1st. We'll be at the Smoky Mountains. We're going to go up to Pigeon Forge, and if they allow us to, we're going to get some flying in with the Solo. So, got to get the 3DR out, man. Got to do it. Got to get it in the air. Can't help it, man. It's in my blood to fly. This is the best hobby I've ever gotten into. I hated bowling, so golf is just lame. I'd rather fly over the golfers. That's just me, though. Well, this is all locked up for some reason. Huh, it's locked. No. Interesting. Oh, I see. Wow, that's really weird that I have to do it that way. Cool. No, yeah, nothing else. I don't even get into gaming like that. Retro gaming, I'll play the heck out of some retro gaming, but, I mean, as far as hobby stuff goes, I've never really gotten into anything until I got into flying. And, like, ground vehicles are boring to me. I don't get into the ground vehicles. I don't know why, I just can't get into them. They're boring to me. They break all the time. They're always down, like, for repair. The moment you get it working again, you break it. I can't get into the ground vehicles. But boating and flying, like I just ruined my ESC on the FT12 yesterday, trying to get it out of the weeds. Reverse forward, reverse forward, reverse forward for 8 minutes, burned out the ESC. Lucky I got it back. I can't go out there because there's alligators in the water, so But really nice hobby quads. Yeah, actually, I think King Kong has really stepped up their game. We bought the King Kong Smart 100 like 6 months ago, and I couldn't get it to work with my computer at all, so I ended up giving it to a friend, Andrew, who was just on here, and he he got it working, and so we went and flew it. I flew it for the first time the other day after 6 months of not seeing it before I gave it to him, and I think that was $47. And that one's very fast. It's a 90 millimeter. So King Kong is really putting out some unique products here lately. They've been making some major advancements in the tiny whoop department. So ADC batteries for 4 minutes, high-speed flights, new batteries just arrived. Heck yeah, man. Heck yeah. So not too many people watching. Everybody's still at work right now. So I doubt I'll keep this live stream up much longer here, guys. But I got to go out and try to fly the Solo, get a good flight in today if I can. I want to check some of the advanced features. 20C. What did that say? What? 20C for long, slow flights. Yeah. It's brushless, 100 millimeter. Yeah, and that's the other thing is after I get out of brushed, I definitely want to jump up to a brushless micro, get used to that, and then actually start looking at some of the big race quads like the Wizard everybody's talking about, the 220 XT or whatever it is. That Wizard apparently is pretty popular. So that will definitely be another upgrade now that I've already got the transmitter. May as well commit to something like that here at some point. Got 5 Wizards. Damn, yeah, this is a major step up for me because now I feel like I've totally understand stabilized flight mode with FPV goggles. So obviously the next step is acro, and I know that tiny whoops are insanely hard to fly in acro. So I feel like if I can actually fly this in acro and learn on this, everything else after this will be a breeze. I have to assume that's the case. I've built a couple of whoops with some very fast motors, but none of these are able to compare to the new brushless 100mm out there these days. No, I know. I heard that the little brushless micros are awesome, and they got a ton of power. I hear they can carve real smooth, and they also make hairpin turns. So my problem with flying acro on the whoops is that they don't have the power to handle many different moves. No, I know that. I'm aware of that. I'm not so much worried about the flips and rolls. I really just want to learn acro. I can do the flips and rolls later. We'll buy something a little more powerful. I'm just having a problem teaching my brain function that when I tilt it forward, it's not going to restabilize. That's killing me to do that. I'm having such an issue with that. Camera tilt. Yeah, actually, this appears to be at a decent angle. If not, I will pull it up. I mean, I flew Brian's King Kong Smart 100 around the parking lot in stabilized mode, or King Kong 65mm, this exact one. I was flying it around the parking lot, and it was handling very well. It was very fast, a very aggressive little tiny whoop, but the camera angle is actually very sufficient on these. I know it's not pointed up very high, but it was covering pretty much the range of view I really needed. Discouraged when I first tried learning acro. When I started attempting power loops or, split T's. Splits. Yeah, I'll get it, man. It's just going to take a lot of practice and time. So I'm going to get a ton of batteries for this and an extra set of motors because I have a feeling I'll burn these out pretty quick. But I understand these can take quite a beating. So before they need parts, the only real parts they say to get are propellers and motors. Make sure to have those handy and make sure you have a ton of batteries. Other than that, they say these are they can take a lot of punishment. So I'm down. I'm going to learn acro. I don't care what it takes. We're going to learn acro. So frame is broken on mine. Oh, no. A frame could be handy as well, yeah. But easy to patch. Yeah, these little micros, though, man, they're pretty hard to break. Like, these are built pretty tough. I'd be surprised if they cracked. And maybe the roof, the hood cowl might actually crack, but I don't know if you could actually break one of these. They would have to hit pretty hard. My E011 frame has been high. Right on, man. Well, I'm going to put this up for now. I want to get a micro with brushless. Yeah, Bill, that's what we were just talking about, the brushless and how much more power they have. So, this is definitely my first acro bird. I can't get enough of the Bugs 3, so I have a feeling once I get this down, I'm going to be wanting to upgrade pretty fast. So, we shall see. We shall see. Let's see if I can put this back in there without hurting things. Without breaking stuff. I love the B3. Yeah, no, I can't give up the Bugs 3, man. I like it too much. It's too much fun. People are like, why are you still playing with it? Why are you still playing with it? And I'm like, because it's fun. Don't hate me. I love it. Especially FPV. Yeah. Definitely. Definitely. Just going to go back in there, or am I just going to have problems? I think I'm just going to have problems getting this back together. I'm lying to myself. That went together really smoothly. Alright, well, let's put away. We're going to mess with this when we get the RX. What do you think of testing John Jones testing for positive for drugs? I have no idea, man. No idea. I don't even know who that is, to be honest with you. If it's sports related, I don't watch sports. I'm one of those weird guys that just doesn't like sports. I find them to be boring. Ah. Now, see, I watch MMA, but I don't know who John Jones is. John Jones. I just get into, like, Conor McGregor. I only really watch Conor's fights. You're not the only one. I just can't get into sports at all. They're just so... I don't know. I feel like people spend all their money on all these people and all their favorite athletes, and they get nothing in return. Like, nothing. See, and I'll watch some MotoGP. That's fun. It gets a little boring. I'll watch the TT Isles of Man, though. That is insane. TT Isles of Man, those races are crazy. Like, 20 people die every year during that motorcycle race. That's insane how they can do that. People go flying off of cliffs and stuff. It's crazy. And they're coming in at like 180, 200 miles an hour into these turns. It's insane. Insane. I don't know how they push their bikes that. I don't even know how they can see what's coming, to be honest with you. I know. 300 kilometers per hour through streets. It's ridiculous how fast these guys go on their bikes. That's kind of true. So much money. Yeah, I mean, you spend all your money on these guys, and what do you really get in return? A winning season? Like, I don't know. I guess it gives you something to do. Maybe that's some people's hobby is watching sports. You know, I guess I could see that as a hobby somehow. Seems like a really boring hobby to me, but... Shally says hi. Hubson Choice. Tell Shally I said hello as well. I cannot afford the pay-per-views. Neither can I. That's why I stream them, man. I download them to my computer and I just watch the live stream. I get so bored with sports. But you know what's becoming a sport, don't you? Yeah, ESPN. This is a sport now. Best believe I'm going to start watching when I can here. Definitely. And you subscribe to the cable TV. You are forced to pay for sports no matter what. Highest cost channels. Yeah, true. Yes, John, drone racing on ESPN. It will become a sport. They're trying to make it a sport. There's just not as much interest as they thought they were going to have, I think. Yet, anyways. There's not enough people getting involved. I feel like for some people it's just not as fun because they don't have an FPV monitor to stare at or a pair of goggles to look through during the race when it's on ESPN, so it takes a lot of the fun out of it for them. I think they get bored really quick just watching a bunch of different screens of birds going around. But if they could strap a set of goggles on their face at their house, I think they would enjoy it quite a bit more. Yeah, they had some technical problems out. It was a train wreck. I don't doubt it. I do not doubt it. Let's see what this says here. Yellow without receiver. Made in China. Give it up to China. Trump would be so mad I just bought this. And this from China. But we don't make any of this cool stuff in America, so China it is. China it is. Let's see if I can get this lanyard back on there. There we go. All right, well, I'm going to go fly the solo here, man. I just wanted to do that live stream for Rich T about the Tiny 6 that he sent me and the cool RC transmitter. He spent about $100 on me, man. That was really awesome, Rich. You didn't have to do this. Thank you very much. I look forward to seeing you on the 27th during our trip. We're going to stop and see Rich T. We're going to stop and actually go out to dinner, I think, with Rich T on the way to the Smoky Mountains. We're driving out of our way to go see him just because we want to. Nice. Need a FlySky Micro PPM receiver. Yes, I do. Yes, I do, B. We're going to talk about that as soon as I end this live stream. I'm probably going to give you a call if you're not busy. We're going to talk about getting a RX for this, man. So, Rich T, thank you. Bottom of my heart, bro. You pushed me into the next phases of FPV flying, so got to give you big shout-outs, man. I'm out. I'm going to go fly the solo. I will see you guys in a bit. Toodaloo.